All right, so in this one we are given this equation that has a couple of fractions with x's on the bottoms. Okay. Now the first thing we have to be aware of, plugging x equals 0 in here is going to make this blow up. So it doesn't matter what else we get. If we get x equals 0 as a solution, we can't use it, right? So x cannot be equal to 0 anywhere here. Okay, doesn't matter what else we get. So, if we're looking for zeros, we have these x's on the bottom. I don't like the x's on the bottom. I have an x and I have an x squared. I can cancel out both the x and the x squared by multiplying everything in the equation by x squared. So I'm going to write x squared times this side and x squared times this side. Okay? On the right-hand side, 0 times anything is 0, so that side stays 0. We're going to get x squared times 6. We're going to get x squared times 1 over x, and we're going to get x squared times 1 over x squared. Okay, I didn't write those on the right line. All right, so can this be simplified? Well, I have an x squared on the top and I have an x on the bottom here. So one of these x's is going to cancel out with that x on the bottom there. Both of these x squareds are going to cancel out with the x on the bottom there. So we're going to left with a polynomial 6x squared minus x minus 1 is equal to 0. Okay. All right. Well, can this thing be simplified anyway? Well, 6 we can do as 6 times 1 or 3 times 2. This minus means that we're going to have a positive and a negative. This negative says that we can break this up in ways that, so 3 times 2 or 6 times 1, this is going to be 1 times negative 1. Okay. If I do 6 and 1 and minus 1, well that's 6 minus 1 is 5. That's not going to work. Minus 6 and 1 is going to be minus 5. That's not going to work. 3 and 1 is 3, 2 and negative 1 is negative 1. That's going to be positive 1. So if we just flip that, right, 3 times negative 1, 2 times 1, we're going to be in good shape. So we're going to have a 3x and a 2x. We know that the 3 has to multiply the negative, so the negative has to be on the opposite one, right? 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. Whereas 2 times 1 is 1, minus 3 plus 2 is our minus 1. Okay? So our zeros we get out of here, 3x plus 1 is equal to 0. We subtract 1 to the other side. 3x is equal to negative 1. We divide both sides by 3, so x is negative 1/3. And our other one, 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. We add 1 to both sides. 2x is equal to 1. We divide both sides by 2. X is equal to 1/2 is our other solution. And that'll do it. No zeros involved.